Yes. Welcome back to Gino King Boxing. Gino King Boxing is back. Yes, man. I've been getting information and news about Terrence Crawford being stripped of the IBF title, and the IBF title being handed over to Jaron Ennis. What do I think about it? I mean, hey, Terrence Crawford wants to be great. He wants to be great at what he's doing at the moment. He wants to move up to 154 and be undisputed, fight Errol Spence at 154. You know, he has nothing to prove at 147. You know, he's earned the spot. So all this talk of Terrence Crawford running from Jaron Ennis, come on, man, it doesn't even make sense. Why would a guy that just beat the brakes off of Errol Spence, beat him badly, be scared of Jaron Ennis? You know, he showed he was great, totally dominated Errol Spence in the fight. So why would he be scared of Jaron Ennis? Come on, people, make sense. That makes sense. You know, hey, Jaron Ennis versus Terrence Crawford, that would be an amazing fight. That would be amazing. But, hey, Terrence is he's in the front seat right now driving. He's driving his own car right now. He has every right to after his performance, what he put on in July. So that's kind of my take on everything. I think Jaron Ennis, he's next up. He's definitely a good fighter. That would be a great matchup, him and Spence, if they fought. I just think people need to know what they're talking about before they start, you know, saying Terrence Crawford is scared. I don't think Terrence Crawford is scared of nobody. If he's willing to go up to fight Canelo Alvarez at 168, what makes you think he's scared of Jaron Ennis? Come on, people, make sense. You know, so 147, hey, Jaron Ennis can be the king at 147 if he wants to fight Terrence Crawford. Move up to 154. Let's see him get it on in that weight division. You know, but I think Crawford needs to stay at 154 and up. He doesn't need to go back down to 147 for a title. You know, Jaron Ennis didn't beat Crawford to get the title. He was handed the title to him. So yeah, people knock it off. Stop it. So that's my opinion on this situation. If anything, I think Jaron Ennis needs to be focused on Keith Thurman, possibly Danny Garcia. Who else is in that division? Stanionis. You know, maybe he needs to fight one of those guys, you know, to see what his skills are like, to get tested before he goes up against a guy like Terrence Crawford. And even Errol Spence. Can Jaron Ennis beat Errol Spence at 147? You know, you got to look at that also. Don't get it twisted. Even though Errol Spence got dominated, he's still a dog. He's still a dog in boxing. So that right there ain't gonna change. Errol Spence is definitely still a dog. So you know, just a lot of big fights. The IBF title is you know, it doesn't mean nothing, especially to a guy like Crawford. Crawford wants big paydays. You know, him fighting Jaron Ennis is not going to bring him a big payday. You know, you go from fighting for $25 million against Errol Spence, and then just say you fight Jaron Ennis, and you got to go all the way back down to $9 million or $10 million to fight Jaron Ennis. It just doesn't make financial sense. I don't blame Crawford for moving up to 154. You know, at this point in his career, his next 3 fights, I'm pretty sure Terrence Crawford wants to clear $100 million. You know, that's how I would be looking at it if I was in Crawford's shoes. I want to clear $100 million within my next 3 fights. You know, whether it's fighting Errol Spence for the rematch, or just say Jaron Boots Ennis, between now and a year from now, his name gets bigger and he can fight Crawford and they make a substantial amount of money to where both of those guys can eat. But Boots Ennis is gonna have to fight somebody, fight a couple of guys that are good to get his name brought to the limelight to where people are gonna tune in and see him fight. Does Boots Ennis got the skills? Of course, he has the skills. The guy is definitely a skillful, dominant fighter, but nobody knows him quite yet. The casuals don't know him. And that's where you're gonna make all your money at, through the casual fans of boxing. The people that know boxing, we already know we're gonna tune in. But the casual fans, the fans that only tune in when there's a big fight, when there are big names fight, that's where you're gonna make all your money at. So that's how things go in boxing at the moment. So if Crawford, I would say he fights Earl in the rematch, gets about 30 mil, then moves, fights possibly Charlo, fights Charlo, gets maybe another 25, 30 mil. And then who knows, the Canelo fight or either Boots Ennis fight, I would say would be the third fight. Crawford fight one of those guys and then retires after that. That's what I think his plan is gonna be. You know, so yeah, that's my take on everything. I think Crawford is in the driver's seat right now. He can do what the fuck he wants. So fuck what everybody else is talking about. Get your money and be great. You know, you dominated at 147, time to move up. This is Gino King Boxing. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all press that subscribe button, press that like button, and I'm out.